In this video, I want to discuss why advisors are so important for your business. A startup without advisors is most likely going to fail. That's a fact. I want to give you an example from the real life. You know that mice are very intelligent. Psychologists are basically, and laboratories are doing experiments on mice because they're very similar to humans. They can solve complex problems, they have social behavior and stuff like that. But mice have a very severe issue with their development. They don't pass knowledge to the next generation. So everyone which trapping mice, I lived on a farm, we used to trap mice, know that if you put a trap and one mice gets trapped, if the other mice didn't see that mice, they will get trapped as well. And if one of them is seeing the other mice, they will not basically teach their children to avoid traps. That's why we managed to trap those mice for generations. And you don't want to be a mice, okay? So my point is that you want to learn from experienced people. That's the most important point of this video. You don't want to invent the wheel. If you reinvent the wheel, you'll get back to the Stone Age, and you don't want to run a startup in the Stone Age. Okay? Who are the people which are going to be your advisors? So a lot of people talk and bullshit, and say things. You want to connect with people which actually build businesses, people which actually solve real life problems, people which failed, got bankrupt and built another business and another business. You want to connect with such people. Such people will give you the best advice. Another point about advisors, you want to make sure that you incentivize your advisors. Don't try to play games with your advisors, unless they don't want to be incentivized, and that's fair. But always offer to your advisors payment in money plus equity. Don't try to get free advice. It will be really bad advice and they will just not help you unless they offer it. Unless they say, oh, no. And actually, if you offer to pay, they most likely will tell you, nah, actually, I don't need money for what I'm doing. It's not a lot of work, whatever. Whenever you start to really employ me, I will ask for money. Trust me, that's the way to go. Another point, I went once to a meeting in Sydney, 1 hour meeting. I met with a young guy. 59 minutes of the meeting, he just spoke and spoke and spoke. I couldn't even say a word. And after 59 minutes, I looked at my clock and said, I need to go to my next meeting. And he said, actually, I didn't hear what you're doing. And I told her, actually, you will never hear. And I left, So humans don't learn from talking. You would learn the best from listening. And that's an important lesson to take. Another thing is never underestimate who are the people you can connect with. All humans have just 5 degrees of separation. Be courageous and try to connect with people which are way on top of you, but be honest, direct, and don't try to play games. Okay, so let's summarize those ideas. First of all, learn from experienced people. Second, connect with actual people which did actual things, people which know how to execute. Third, incentivize your advisors, or at least suggest and offer to incentivize. 4, listen more than you talk. You can talk, but try to listen more than you talk. And number 5, don't be afraid to connect even to people which you feel that they're way, way, way on top of your level. Good luck.